The floral town of Harrogate is a great place to visit, and the Harrogate district hosts some amazing gardens, from Himalayan gardens to walled gardens to stunning big herbaceous borders. I'm about to take a visit to all of these and create a fantastic flower display by picking the best of their best. This wonderful oak leaf reminds me immediately of gorgeous Fountains Abbey and Studley Royal Water Gardens. The UNESCO site is a must visit if you're in Yorkshire, and this mature oak, it's just reflected in the water in the container here, and you get those fantastic reflections when you visit that garden. Those monastic ruins, that combination of all those mature trees, aquatic plantings, it's an absolute sight to behold. Very romantic garden as well, but equally dramatic with that fantastic Georgian water network running through the gardens there. Rhododendrons immediately transport me to the Himalayan and sculpture gardens just outside Ripon. They have an amazing 45 acres of quite naturalistic gardening, and reputedly the UK's largest collection here in the north of rhododendrons, azaleas and magnolias. I love the way the garden just rolls throughout the landscape. Go and visit it, feast on its lakes, its terraces and wonderful viewing points. It really is one of Yorkshire's magical gardens. Newby Hall is a plantsman's paradise, and it's one of my favourite gardens here in Yorkshire because, to me, whatever season you go and visit, there's something to delight the eye. Azaleas, acers, rhododendrons, all there, but also lots of interesting herbaceous plants with those iconic long borders drifting down to the canal at the base of the garden there. But it's very clever with its compartmentalised way of gardening. For example, we've got a white garden there where you can feast your eyes on a riot of whites, silvers and greys. And then we've got lots of interesting garden rooms that you can saunter through and get inspiration to take home here from Yorkshire to bring these ideas to life in your own garden, wherever that may be. The gardens at Benningborough Hall are arguably one of the most romantic and attractive gardens in Yorkshire. The 8 acres of formal gardens are a real inspiration, with lots of herbaceous plants, shrubs and formal backgrounds of clipped hedges. So you can really find ideas for your own garden on a smaller scale that is like a jigsaw and develops to a much larger picture. This fantastic Enkianthus reminds me of visiting Benningborough on many occasions, and I like to go throughout the year because there's always something different to see. Many of us grow vegetables at home, but possibly not on the scale of the kitchen gardens at Rudding Park, just outside Harrogate. The smell of this rosemary immediately transports me there. They grow over 500 different herbs, heritage vegetables and salad crops, all in 52 raised beds. So there's loads of ideas we can take home and copy in our own gardens. Because growing herbs and vegetables in amongst herbaceous plants, in tubs and pots, is something that's achievable for us all to do. So go along to Rudding and get some inspirational ideas. The RHS gardens at Harlow, Carr are a 52-week of the year garden, and this most northerly of the RHS's show gardens has got so many plants it's impossible to pick out my favourite, so I'm using 2. The Harlow Carr candelabra primula are a riot of colour throughout June. All these clashing shades of pinks and oranges and mauves grown along the stream side is a feast for the eye. But then there's the iconic Meconopsis, famously grown here, and I've been lucky enough to pick one. Look at that shade of blue. I can never resist a trip to Harlow Carr. It's one of my all-time favourite Yorkshire gardens. So why not come on a garden break to the Harrogate district? There's a riot of fantastically famous gardens based around this area, something for each and every one of you. There's just too much to see, so why not stay over in the Harrogate area with some great hotels? So make a weekend of it, make a week in fact, and feast your eyes on this glorious plant material that is grown so lovingly here in God's own county.